informative, entertaining, and it's always, 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 always dope. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I decided not to cut it off, so it's twisting every night, every night, every night, and it's work. It is work. Like the shrinkage is real. The work is hardy. I know my arm is not still up. It's still not 100%. So that's a lot of work for me to do that every night. But as the song goes out, I'm gonna go ahead and do our introduction again. And let y'all know, I believe he's on already to jump in. Let me make sure. But before we get to that, y'all already know I always try to recognize a business. Tonight, the business that I'm recognizing is Chic Neek, SHICNEEK, which is the dress that I'm wearing. It's not a blouse, it's a dress. But I don't feel like setting it up to show you how to dress it. It's so cute. See? So this is a dress, $5, guys, $5 plus shipping, and she's on Instagram. Make sure y'all check her out at Chic Neek, SHICNEEK. So as y'all already know, it's a regular Carefree Conversations with Corey Love. Tonight we're gonna have SE Music Productions and Showtime So Easy. Yes, an entity in Carefree Conversations is an entity of Ladybug Media Management, where we have carefree conversations about life, business, what's trending, and whatever comes up, we go ahead and we make sure we talk about it. Every week, I'm super, super duper excited about the interviews because it's always something new. Either somebody learns something new, somebody connects with someone, or, you know, people collaborate. There's a lot of collaboration that has been going on. People that need the information, they always get the information. You know, this month we have been doing our music edition, and our editions are going to be obsolete, where now I'm just going to be interviewing people as their applications come in or their forms are filled out. We're just going to be doing it that way. It's not going to be like music edition, teacher edition, nurse edition. We're not going to do it like that anymore. It's just going to be as they come in. We're just going to have the conversations with people. So as y'all already know, it is 8:04. Instagram locks us out after 1 hour, and I don't want to waste your time or my time. I know it is, entrepreneurs never sleep. We always go, 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 and I want to keep y'all tuned in, and I want y'all to make sure y'all hearing. This month we've had, like I said, a series of musicians, artists. Tonight we have a producer as we celebrate Black Music Month. And it's so ironic, like when I planned this, I planned this since I think early March, and you know, I didn't know all of what's going on now would be happening, but it is, so it's all right. It's all kind of coinciding, celebrating us, Black Power. All right. So tonight, I always say the Jamaican bad man. You don't know. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and add him in. I believe he's already on. So make sure if you have your questions, you already know the routine. Drop your questions in the question box. Throughout the interview, we pull the questions and we go on. I don't have a lovely boss tonight, but we're gonna have one next week for sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and add him in. Make sure you arrow, share this out with your audience. Don't forget. Hello.
What's up?
You're live. Caller, you're live.
Yeah, man. You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You all right? You ready?
Yes, ma'am. Doing good. You're not chilling.
All right, cool. I see you in the studio. Let the people know who you are.
Well, you know, I go by Showtime So Easy. You know what I mean? I'm a dancehall producer, original from Jamaica. You know, I moved to New York. Lived in New York for a while. Been doing music for a long time, and you know, just love of dancehall music. Let me decide, so I want to keep creating music and keep it going. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I went on your YouTube and I see you go way back, way back, like 9-10 years. That's as far as I've seen. So I'm like, oh, okay.
Yes,
This ain't no 2-3 years thing. Long time.
Yeah, we've been doing this a long time. Long time. And like right now, I'm at a point where I think, you know, everything that I've learned over the years is actually, you know, I'm putting in the work right now. basically.
Okay. I'm glad you say that because a lot of times as entrepreneurs now we feel like, okay, I just started this. What I'm doing, I just started last year, and so I know it's gonna take a minute for people to even get to know me or want to be a part of it. So I appreciate you for even tuning in and jumping on and being a part of it. I really appreciate that. And so I'm glad you said that because we typically feel like, oh well, I know so and so, they should take off, but it takes a while. So I know it's been a while for you, but you got a lot of music.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, we keep doing it. But right now we're doing it in full effect. Like before, I would say I used to do it as a hobby, as a love for it. But now we're actually putting it out there and sharing it with tons more artists. You know what I mean? Tons more listeners
So
and
now
everybody
you're really
else.
taking it to another level. Okay.
Yes. And we had it on a level back then, but I kind of fell off for a little bit. And I kept myself in a little, like, isolated in a way. But, it's like, now I'm like, no. I have to share this talent with other artists and other people across the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How did you even start doing this?
Music has just been a part of me, even from Jamaica days. Like, I remember when I was maybe 10, between 10 and 12, and this guy, he had a sound system. He was like an older guy. He was like in his 60s maybe, and he had a sound system and a studio in his home. And he actually used to tell me to come over his house, every other day, and he would ask me for like help me to like lift up the sound box or help him to do something in the studio, until he started teaching me little things as we go along, like, hey, this button do this, this knob turns this, and and it's just started since then till now.
Oh, okay. So you was all right, good. That's good. That's cool. That's how it usually ends up being. Now, what you feel or what you think, from other producers, what makes you feel that you stand out from all the others? You only do dancehall, right?
I think it's mainly dancehall, but I've done hip hop and all different genres. I've done everything, But what makes me stand out, I think it's the ear that I have for different sounds. I have a tendency to bring fusion together. So even the tracks that I produce, even though it's dancehall, it might have a little bit of pop in it, or a little bit of hip hop in it, or a little bit of different genres. So I fuse music together and then bring a certain artist on it to create something different.
Okay. One question I had, like, okay, I just listen to music. I don't have ear for music. I just listen to music. I used to be into dance, but I'm too old. I can't do them tricks and turns no more. I can't even barely keep up with the words out because I'm old. But like, okay, so as a producer, if I come to you with a song, do you create the beat from the song or the beat come before the song?
It depends. There you have artists who they'll write a song and then they'll be like, hey, I have a song, you think you could make a beat around this? Then we'll make a beat from scratch. And then sometimes I'll make the beat and then I'll send it to certain artists and then they'll make the song for the beat.
Which one is easier?
I don't think there's an easy way. It all depends on the vibe. Okay. There's no easy way.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. All right. Now I've seen studio sessions on TV. When it's on TV, they make it seem like, they only in there, they drinking, they smoking, and it takes hours. Does it literally like usually take a long, long
time? Well, I always tell a lot of artists this: for make a good production, it's gonna take a couple of hours. Doesn't even matter if you have the song already known in your head and everything. For a good production, it's gonna take a few hours. You can you can record a song in an hour, hour and a half. But a lot of times, if if you're with a good producer, even while you're recording the song, they'll come up with different ideas, and it might drag the session on a little bit longer.
Okay, because they added in and taking out and.
Yeah. But if a person record a song at 30 minutes, in my eyes, something is gonna go wrong.
Something is gonna what?
Something is go wrong. You know,
Uh,
like a quick session means it's set up for failure.
something missing. So
Yeah,
who
something is gonna be
decision
missing.
is that? Like, do you make the decision and say like, oh nah, that's not gonna work, or I don't want to, like, because your name is on it at the end of the day. So who would
Yeah.
make that decision?
So yeah, you know, I sometimes it might be the producer's decision. It depends on the project. If I'm working on a project and I don't like something I hear, then I'll let the artist know, hey, listen, I don't like that. You know, if you can do something better than within this time frame, then get it to me. If not, then just try to catch the next project. Yeah,
Okay.
So that's how it is. Cause like you said, at the end of the day, my name is on it, so I can't just put anything out there just because the artist feels like, okay, I like it, but if I don't like it, then I can't put my stamp on it.
So if I, because I can't run 1, 2, 1. I could mimic, but so if I come to you and I say, hey, Showtime, I know that I can sing and I got this, and I start singing to you, you gonna tell me if I sound bad for real, or you gonna auto tune me?
Yeah. Well, it's not just necessarily saying you sound bad. It's I will try to give you pointers because everybody can improve. Even if a person sounds bad, if you give them positive, like positive tips, then they might can sound better. So instead of telling that person, "Oh man, you sound bad," I might be like, "Hey, listen, you could change this right there, and you can improve right there, and then it might sound better."
Do you do vocal lessons, or
So,
you don't do that part?
not necessarily. No, I don't teach vocal lessons, but if I'm in the studio, then I can correct vocals. Like I can hear and say, hey, listen, this is not how you're supposed to do this. This is, yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm not a singer myself, but I have a good ear.
You have an ear, yeah. Do you play instruments?
Not really.
He said not really. So what that mean? Yeah or no?
Not really. I mean, I can play the keyboard, but I can't play the guitars and stuff like that. So I play the piano.
Okay. All right. So is it typically difficult to work with an artist?
I've met artists that, I've had difficulties working with, but I tend to just cut those off immediately.
Right. Yeah. You don't even take it far.
You don't. I get rid of that immediately. Yeah.
You work mostly with work with both, right? Male and female.
Yes. All right. I know.
So I don't know if you can, but I know that you work with known artists. Are you able to disclose that or talk about like some of the work you done? I will wait for him to come back.
Sorry about that.
It's all right.
Honestly, I've worked with so many artists. It's hard to name because once I start naming, but I've worked with a lot of these young generation artists coming up right now. I'm helping them as well as them helping me to bring themselves forward, So
when as a producer, you make the beats, right?
Yes.
And so you make a lot of beats. You don't, because with an individual you could be like, oh, how many albums you have or how many singles, but with you that you can't really even say because it's a lot. I can imagine.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. All right. So any of them artists that you've worked with, have they been, let's say the last 10 of them, out of the last 10, how many of them have been difficult or easy?
None. All of them, they work with me. None has been difficult.
Oh.
All of them work with me. Yeah, these set of artists I'm working with right now, they all work with me.
That's good. Guys, don't forget, drop your questions in the question box. I know I have some people on here that's interested in music. Make sure you ask your questions now. We got a producer on the air, and you don't want to waste your time. Make sure you ask the questions you need to ask. You could drop them in the comment box right now because I only have one more question for him. So while y'all doing that, I'm go ahead and ask them the last. Oh, I already asked you my question. That was quick. Wait a minute. I gotta make sure I have all my questions. Someone said SE Music Productions to the world. Somebody said his accent is everything. He's Jamaican. Somebody said they waiting on the track. Keys was good. I'm gonna play that song, another song. I was listening to the one before and I was like, oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Where's the one I played before? This one. Y'all can hear it good? You can hear it good? That's you? I thought
Yes.
so.
Yeah, that's me.
She said it's low. Oh, hold on. See, with me, I like music, but I like to listen to the words. For me, it's like meaning. Somebody said it was low.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Trisha, at the studio, the AC off, you know?
Huh?
Turn on the AC.
What'd you say?
No, it's Trisha. She's saying, oh, may I sweat like my hot. Yeah, the studio hot. That's why I had to go get up and turn on the fan.
Oh. She think you're nervous? Nah, she laughing at you.
Never nervous. Never.
So,
Big up yourself, Trisha.
Yeah, I don't have no questions. I was trying to get this guy that my husband DJ with to come in just in case they had any questions. But like this, I've never done an interview so fast. That was quick. Like I asked you 7 questions and boom, 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 we done. Listen, is there anything you want to give them? Like songs are always a hit. That's a good thing. What advice would you give somebody that like new that want to come out and do stuff? Like, let's say I have a book full of music, but I don't even know where to start.
Get recording. I always tell artists this, like, it's always good to hear yourself. The more you hear yourself, the more you get in tune to your voice.
You say get in tune with your voice?
Yeah, you gotta find your voice.
So you go to so I guess you just go pay for studio hours and stuff. You do that?
No. I have my own studio. Come on.
Say that again?
I have my own studio, so I don't pay for studio session.
But can I come to you
charge
if I want studio
people.
time? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Hold on. Somebody have a question. Good one. If you had to work with any Jamaican artist now, who would it be?
Vibes Cartel.
You don't know. I know you would have said that. Okay, what about an old one?
Bounty Killer.
Yeah, and my favorite is the Bees, Buju Bunty, Beanie. Those are my 3 favorites. All right, any more questions?
Give me 1 second.
That was a good question, Gil. It's so funny, the would you rather questions that I have, I've kind of asked them already, so it's not going to even, So before he comes back, I'm gonna just go ahead and jump in and let y'all know again. Tonight I am wearing a dress by Chic. Make sure y'all follow her on Instagram. It's SHICNEEK. Tonight we are talking to Showtime So Easy of SEM Music Productions. He is in Florida, originally from Jamaica. So if you need your music, make sure you link with him. His handles are in the box there. Somebody said, from a business standpoint, how do you market your service?
It right now mainly is through social media. You know, my wife helps me a lot, you know what I mean, with, you know, going on these social media platforms, showing my work. And also, I can tell you, by doing the more work you do, the more you advertise. Because look at the more work I put out is every time I'm advertising when you know what I mean. So if the last song didn't reach somebody, the next song might reach another ear, and it's like you're promoting yourself.
Yeah.
That's all I really did. Just keep putting out the work, and then people are gonna say, "Oh, you're serious? He's serious."
Yeah.
But what he does, and then it's like self-marketing right there. But also, you know, it's a team effort at the same time.
Right.
It's a team effort. But I can tell you, I've been doing this by myself for a long time.
Yeah.
By myself, right.
So basically, like, if you, let's say, for instance, you don't have a client or a singer, whatever they call it, like, do you just create beats and then just add stuff to it? You let your work.
Yeah, because and what I do sometimes is, even because I create a lot of beats, so some of my beats, what I used to do is I would put it on YouTube as to advertise, you know, so people could hear it.
Okay.
I'll still put my trademarks in it and all my logos and my tags and everything, but it's just to get the rhythms and the beats out to hit to different ears. So somebody might hear and hit you up on an email and be like, "Hey, I like this beat," you know?
Okay. All right. Wait, somebody had a next question. So you performed at a concert in Queens a long time ago. When would you see yourself on stage again like that?
As soon as the coronavirus is over and we are allowed to start, you know, performing, I mean, I'm ready to start hitting the road again because, like I said, everything is heating up right now. It's getting hot. You know, want to visit Jamaica, tear down Jamaica, you know what I mean? Like I said, a lot of the productions that are buzzing in the streets right now. So,
yeah,
you know.
So you have a lot of hot
it's kind of good. Yeah, right. And I still have some tracks in the pipeline working on, but I would say for 2020, yes, we've been making a lot of hot tracks.
So who have you performed with? She said you performed on stage before, like years ago. Now, I think you said you would want to do something with Bounty.
Yeah, Bounty Killer. Yeah, man, Bounty, because he's like a staple in dancehall and like growing up, you know, I don't know, Bounty is just a general. Like me doing a production with Bounty Killer would definitely cement myself in dancehall. You know what I mean? That's
so who would
just
you prefer, Bounty or Vibes? I mean, Vibes is like the man now. I mean, Bounty is old school.
Yeah, Vibes is the man, but I think a song with Bounty Killer would last longer. A song with Bounty Killer would last longer. You know, this is something will probably always be played, maybe.
Yeah.
If it's a good record, but you know, Bounty's a legend in his.
Correct. That's it. That's it right there. He's a legend. Triple J. Triple J is I don't know if I'm sure you might know Matrix Triple J out of Orlando. He travels too. He's a DJ. His question is, what's the biggest record you have?
Well, the biggest track I produced is the King's Ransom Rhythm, and there's an artist that goes by the name of Trans One Gov. Like that's the biggest song I've produced so far.
Okay. Hold on. Ray, you on here? You got any questions? I know you into music and stuff too. I already answered Gail question. Drop your questions if you have any questions. The producer is on. I asked all the questions I want to ask. I'm going to drop a song too. Based on your experience, what advice would you give a new upcoming producer?
Like I said, man, for the new producers, you gotta shop your work. You gotta advertise your work. You gotta get on these platforms, and you gotta let people hear your work. You know, a lot of people be like, "Oh, people's gonna steal your beats," or you. Right now, the internet is saturated with instrumentals. I don't think nobody's too worried about people stealing your beats nowadays. It's just you just have to find ways to get your music heard
and show up.
Just start from there.
We can't show up at places now, but basically jump on and get with whoever, drop it in their box and things like that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, man. It's all about socializing.
Yeah. Yeah, social media is it right now. Regardless if you liked it before or not, you ain't got no option. Because if you can't get nowhere to no party, you know what I'm saying? You got to do what you got to do to get it out there.
Yeah, but social media is what helped me got started. Like last year when I decided I want to start working with different artists, social media is where I went. I started messaging different artists. I looked at their profile, listened to their music, see if this is something I want to work with, and I just reached out to them.
Okay.
And you know, we made a connection.
Are they pretty receptive?
I mean, they do the typical. A lot of people sometimes they don't answer, but the people who answer, they do the typical thing. They'll ask you to hear your work, you know, see if your music is good, like vice versa, and then you know you do a trial run. If the first song is a success, then y'all move on to do more work together.
Now with what is it called? Like copyright, trademark, or whatever. Like if you make a beat and you send it to me and say, oh, well, you know, you want to try this out, blah, blah, blah. And I drop that song with your beat without your permission. Is that, like, how does that work? Because when you send it to me, we didn't have any, you know what I'm saying? No papers, no nothing. How does that work?
I mean, the way how everything works now, you know what I mean? Yeah, I could sue you or I could just have the song taken down.
Okay.
Because if, you know, like as a producer, I have links with distributors, and all I have to do is link my distributor and be like, hey, listen, that's my beat. I did not authorize this artist to be on my beat. Could you have this taken down? And they, you know, they just get to work.
So do people pay, like, how much do people pay for beats?
Honestly, I don't sell beats. Like I said, I just do my production. If I make a beat and I find an artist that I want to work with, then
okay.
You know,
right.
Yeah. I don't sell the beats.
Ray says, how long have you been in the States, and do you go back to Jamaica often?
I've been in the States over 13 years. Back to Jamaica not often, but yeah, I have been, but not often.
Okay. All right. So you just basically send them the music or whatever. I know some of the videos that I watch. I know the artists are in Jamaica because of the videos, or the setting of the videos and stuff like that. And that's cool. Like, that's so cool to me. Again, I really appreciate you even taking the time to join me. And like I said, like you said earlier, one thing he said earlier, if you guys weren't on the live, one thing he said, you got to put in the work. Everything don't happen overnight. Yeah. You got to put in the work, keep going. And that's, like, for me, is real big inspiration, because I just started doing this in October. And I did it because it's just people that I have conversations with, and I feel like, okay, people need to know about us, so we need to conversate. A lot of them I haven't had recorded because it's always been an issue, and now I'm learning how now, because they allow you to download it. I can save it and upload it to YouTube and stuff. So like you said, my ultimate goal in the long run is to travel doing this, like going places and linking up with people and talking to them and posting it and getting far like that. Someone said, let's do a show in Jamaica. You can go to Jamaica now. They ain't gonna let you in. They're not opening no borders for no American. She said, how do you keep from sounding like everyone else?
Uh, I don't know. I mean, listen, I can't say how do you, cause a lot of my songs, them, when I sing, people always compare me to people. So I can't even say I don't sound like anybody else, cause no matter how you try, somebody's gonna say, oh, you know, this part you sound like a little bit of somebody, or a little bit of this. So, I mean, what I do is I take a little bit of everybody.
Okay.
I take a little piece from everybody and I just put it all together.
Okay. She said Jamaica borders are open. They are? Okay, I didn't know that. They have a carnival in October. I didn't know that carnival was in October. Is it late October? Or same time as Miami Carnival? I doubt it's the same time as Miami Carnival. Any more questions for the Dandara? I can't see the question so good. The I did not know their borders were open. I know in Trinidad they're open too, but if you come, you gotta stay in quarantine for 2 weeks before you could. So I don't know how it applies to other countries. Is there any Jamaican artists you want to work with? You missed that, LaVasia. He said
And even for that question, any Jamaican, there's a lot of Jamaican artists, really. Even though I said Vibes Cartel, he's like one of the main one, but I mean, I'm willing to work with any artist as long as they put in the work and their music sounds good.
Oh, okay. She said the same thing in Jamaica.
That's
yeah. Because if you take a 2-week vacation and you go there, you're in quarantine for 2 weeks. What's the point? I agree. I want to travel now.
Yeah, that's
but
nice.
Look, Delta Airlines, 500. I think they said 500 employees sick. I'm good. I'm very good. Somebody said I love coffee. Coffee brand new. Well, new to us, I guess. I'm sure she's been out a while. But if y'all don't have any more questions, y'all already know this is the time of the show when I ask the would you rather questions. So I don't know if you've seen it before. I think you was on for Bree when we did it with Bree. Would you rather? So I'll ask you a question, and it'll be 2 options, and you will say yeah or nay or whichever one you choose. All right, you ready? Hey Bree, the boss.
Yeah.
All right, and this, yeah, if y'all were on the live when I interviewed Bree, official boss Bree, this is also her manager. One of her managers. Let me don't leave out Miss Toya. Somebody said, do you miss anything about the islands?
Yeah. The vibe is different. Like, definitely. I believe if I was in Jamaica, the creativity would be sky high. Like, you know, it's hard being in America creating dancehall music.
Why you think so?
I know if I was, because being around the culture.
Okay.
You know, yeah. it has the goods and the bad, because while I'm here I can mix the dancehall with the American style and bring a different flavor. But you know, if you cater into dancehall artists, a lot of times if you're there, you know, you get the more feel of the culture while being there.
Yeah. All right. So would you rather? So here we go. So I'm like, would you rather A or B? So would you rather New York or Florida?
New York.
New York. Male artists or to work with male artists or female artists?
Male artists.
Would you rather? We're coming back to that one. Would you rather Beanie or Buju?
Beanie.
Would you rather soca or R&B?
R&B.
Would you rather ackee and saltfish or fried dumpling and fried fish?
Ackee and saltfish.
Would you rather Tupac or Biggie?
Tupac.
All right. Somebody had a question, so that's our would you rather edition or segment of the show. And somebody else had one more question, so we're going to double back real quick. Do you write songs for other artists? Because I want you to write me a song.
Yes, I write songs for artists.
All right. So do you charge for that, or they got to go with your beat? Well, you
Yeah.
write it.
Normally, normally it would be a song that for a beat that I've created.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. If y'all don't have any more questions, we did the Would You Rather. Again, this is Showtime. So easy. I don't know why I like to say it like that. SE Music Productions. Make sure you check him out. If you want to connect with him, you got to check with his manager. I am Toya Wallace. That's my girl. If you are, make sure you link with them. He is a producer, originally from Jamaica. They're currently in Florida right now. His handles are on there. Link with him. Make sure you link with him. Tell him I referred y'all, so when I'm ready to drop my song, you know what I'm saying? Y'all could know what's up with that too. All right? She said, okay, KL. I don't know what that means.
Cool.
I don't know what you mean.
Okay, cool.
Music baby. All right. Go ahead.
Yeah, she mean okay, cool.
Oh, cool. Okay. What's your YouTube again? Is it Sam?
It's Showtime So Easy Vivo.
Vivo. Okay. On YouTube. Showtime So Easy on Vivo. All right.
Vivo. And I also have a YouTube that's SE Music Productions, just the same.
All right. Make sure you check that out. And I'm gonna go ahead and just play a little bit of one of his songs while we go out. Next week I am going to be interviewing also again a young man out of Atlanta, Golden. That will be our final interview for the music edition, which y'all know June was Black Music Month. And so we made sure that we have artists that are black and create music. So my show is not only for black people, so don't feel any type of way if you're Caucasian or Hispanic or whatever on here, okay? I'm just letting y'all know this is Black Music Month and we have to represent. And this is our I think the fourth one for this month that we've done. Showtime, So Easy, Vivo. That's, okay, Vivo, that's on Vivo. And then YouTube is SE Music Productions, all right? And if you guys don't remember, just send me a DM and I'll make sure and shoot it over to y'all. Thank you so much for taking the time.
No problem, man. Anytime, man. I really appreciate you just the same, man. Keep doing the good work, all right?
Thank you. All right.
All right.
All right. Take care.
You're welcome. Yes, ma'am.
All right, guys, it is 8:40. Thank you again for tuning in. Make sure that y'all check them out. Like I said, if you don't remember or when we log off it goes, just DM me and I will send you the information. We got one more person next week, Tuesday, and I am here on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And like I said, we're no longer going to be doing the editions. Once you put in the application or fill out the form, we're just going to be interviewing you guys. This is Carefree Conversations with Corey Love, an entity of Ladybug Media Management, where we have carefree conversations where we talk about life, business, what's trending, and anything that comes up. It could be anything, anything. All right? Again, it's your girl, Corey Love. I thank y'all so much for tuning in. See y'all on Tuesday. Yeah, today, Thursday. See y'all on Tuesday as we interview my boy Golden out of Atlanta, Georgia. All right? As always, guidance, blessings, and love. Good night.